Magic, witchcraft, dark lyrics, and Satan worship are what characterize the music business in particular and the entertainment industry in general. And the chief of these demonisms is famous musicians and celebrities are all a part of them, including our once beloved innocent-looking Taylor Swift. Have a look at this clip. Taylor Swift, once the darling of Nashville's country scene, has metamorphosed into a global pop sensation. But fame comes at a cost, and Swift's journey has been fraught with whispers of dark pacts and forbidden arts. In this video, I will be exposing the devil's melody behind Taylor Swift's music and how she's been displaying symbols of witchcraft in her performances. Taylor Swift was once seen dancing on the edge of demonism. You can see the singer really performing witchcraft on stage during her Eras concert tour, which began in March 2023 and ended at the end of the year. Swift and her backing dancers perform against a misty woodland backdrop, clutching golden orbs as a blazing yellow light breaks out from behind them. Both the description and the voiceover video imply Swift is conducting witchcraft. Swift was really performing a slower rendition of the lyrics of her song, Willow. The video shows her singing, "Wait for the signal, they'll meet you after dark. Brethren, do not forget what the Bible cautions in Ephesians 5 verse 11, have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather expose them." In her albums Folklore and Evermore, Taylor Swift sang about witches, forests, and hidden realms. Her song Willow is a title short of an incantation, drawing listeners into a twilight world. She looks like she's casting spells with her coven. The imagery of dark cloaks and glowing orbs has fueled speculation. Is Taylor Swift secretly a modern-day enchantress? Swift's lyrical spells beguiled hearts, but at what cost? The eternal stakes of wielding this sort of influence and allowing oneself to be influenced thus are high. Swift's millions of followers hang on her every note. As she strays from her Christian roots, she becomes a Pied Piper, leading souls away from the truth. The Bible warns, "For what will it profit a man if he gains the whole world and forfeits his soul?" Matthew 16 verse 26. Swift's fame may be fleeting, but eternity is unyielding. In the grand symphony of life, we each choose our notes. Should we harmonize with heaven's chorus or dance to the devil's tune? Taylor's lyrics have the potential to influence many in a dirty kind of way, capable of making them hypnotized. Taylor Swift is so influential that nearly everyone in America is listening to her music. But how I wish they knew what powers and dark motives those lyrics are embellished with. Yes, Taylor Swift has a demonic motive behind the type of music that she does. Back in 2021, she was one of the few musicians who graced the stage at President Biden's inauguration to tell you how politically recognized she is, wielding so much capacity to influence with just her words. Before then, Taylor Swift had already amassed a large following across all social media platforms, and that is just a tiny piece of the main pie. Coupled with her unflinching affair with the famous baseball player Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift's popularity has been skyrocketing further. This means more people are getting really hooked on her lyrics and her performance, the whole showbiz, stage presence and all. There's a surreal influence most of them don't quite realize yet, that Taylor's music is slowly leading them away from God, from Christ, and from salvation. Her transformation from the ordinary secular musician most of us fell in love with cast doubtful aspersions on Taylor's upbringing. Taylor Swift was raised in a Christian household in Nashville, Tennessee, and her upbringing was undoubtedly influenced by Christian values. Swift's upbringing was steeped in Christian values. She sang hymns in church, her voice echoing through the rafters. But as the spotlight beckoned, she faced a crossroads. As her career progressed, her faith seemed to undergo a transformation, and a negative one at that. She has expressed a sense of spirituality that does not align strictly with Orthodox Christianity. The allure of fame tugged at her soul, and she stepped away from her Christian moorings. The Bible warns, "What does it profit a man to gain the whole world but lose his soul?" Mark 8 verse 36. Swift's path diverged, and the price was her spiritual compass, tilting slowly to Satanism. Unfortunately, beyond Taylor Swift, the music industry itself has been clouded in secrecy. Upcoming musicians often find themselves at a crossroads, tempted to make Faustian bargains for stardom, selling their souls and anything else the industry pushes them into. And the price? I'll leave you to guess. It is becoming a necessary evil, as upcoming musicians can no longer rise to the echelon of their careers without compromising their essence. These young talents are unwittingly asked to trade something of supreme moral and spiritual importance, such as their values or even their own soul, in exchange for some worldly or material benefit, fame. This bargain is made with a power that the person recognizes as evil or amoral. These bargains are inherently tragic and self-defeating because what is surrendered, such as the soul, ultimately holds far more value than what is gained, even if the bargainer fails to appreciate this fact. Here's a story of an artist who was told she could not make sales or gain prominence in her career unless she agreed to bargain her soul for stardom. Watch this clip.
Just seeing it gives me the cringe because that whole name itself is a whole story, but so the very first time when I was working with this producer, we were working on my first album to get me shopped to get a major deal. And we were taking a break from recording this album and he took me around the studio. And this is someone who's been in the industry, like he's worked with big names. And so he was like, hey, so you know that if you were to sell your soul to the devil, you can have instant fame tomorrow.
This lady discusses her journey to fame in the music industry and the situations she faced in her pursuit of success, including being tempted to sell her soul for instant fame. Here, she talks about a situation where she was approached by a music producer who tempted her to sell her soul for instant fame. She had just finished working on her first album and had to take a break from recording when the producer made this suggestion. In a later moment of conviction by the Holy Spirit, she reveals being astoundingly shocked at the huge price she almost paid. Having realized the gravity of the situation, she falls to her knees, weeping, asking the Lord for forgiveness. After the encounter, she continues pursuing her dreams, but in a more honored and holy way, realizing that she cannot have it both ways. Here's another soul bargaining experience by a former band singer, Shane Lynch.
When I look at the way the industry has the ruling over music. Now, of course, not all music is bad, by all means it's not, but majority of it there is to take you away from Christ.
Here, Shane Lynch, a former Boyzone star, reflects on the Boyzone journey, describing it as a biblical tale told from different perspectives. He recalls meeting musical legends like Michael Jackson and Pavarotti, as well as the innocence and beauty of the music scene in the 1990s. Lynch expresses a sense of awe at the international opportunities and the adrenaline rush of performing for large crowds. However, he acknowledges the loneliness and monotony of the constant travel and the need for a break.
We have the Holy Spirit that guides us and protects us in the name of Christ. But the spirits, multiple and plural, that the demonic side of the music industry is very real too.
Shane Lynch discusses his experiences with the destructive side of the music industry and how it led him towards darker behaviors, including an interest in witchcraft. The ladies, Shane's, and many other experiences by upcoming musicians in Hollywood are proof that the industry has a way of controlling individuals and leading them away from their spiritual connection with Christ. These people have also revealed that before some famous musicians release songs, the tapes are prayed over demonically. That's why sometimes when you listen to some pieces of music, you feel drawn to the supernatural and experience a demonic presence. For instance, Shane Lynch also revealed that Taylor Swift is often entangled in demonic practices and satanic rituals during her sold-out shows, warning about the damaging effects such music might have on young listeners, especially children. When Swift started her career, a music producer told her she could gain instant fame by selling her soul to the devil. Swift promotes an anti-Christian agenda through her music and music videos, specifically her video, "You Need to Calm Down," which was also shot to promote the LGBT agenda and depict Christians in a negative light. Aside from witchcraft depictions, in that video, Taylor Swift paints Jesus in a very unspeakable manner. She stereotyped Christians as hateful and backward, who are opposed to modernity and change. Swift's use of witchcraft imagery and references in her music and videos can be solidified by her admission to using spells to attract a former boyfriend. Taylor often posts about witchcraft, sorcery, and casting spells. A witch school even accepted Taylor into their clan. The school posted on its official X account, "We welcome Taylor Swift to our tribe," tweeted Witch School, a website offering online pagan and metaphysical classes. Sadly, Taylor is endorsing witchcraft and swaying viewers in that direction, and this has made us question if she really is a witch. You might ask about her reactions to all these. Well, The 12-time Grammy Award winner had spent a few weeks fending off sorcery and witchcraft claims while on her 6th concert tour across the world. In response to these allegations, Swift shared an extraordinary video from her Eras Tour stop in Buenos Aires, Argentina. A serendipitous moment occurred as she sang Labyrinth from her 2022 album, Midnights. The camera panned to the sky just as an airplane soared directly above the venue. The lyrics echoed, "I thought the plane was going down. How'd you turn it right around?" Was this a mere coincidence or a horoscopic alignment? Guess what she later did? Swift captioned the video, "Never beating the sorcery allegations." Do leave your thoughts and opinions on this in the comments section.